Te Puna has a problem with roaming dogs.
Here, there's usually a big bad dog sitting outside here. He's okay for the people that live close, but he's the one that chases and bites our car tyres, and our kids are totally freaked out by him. He's huge.
That's Tommy Wilson. He's carrying a golf club for protection when Checkpoint visits, to find out what it's like to live alongside loose dogs on the prowl.
I walk around the road with my trusty 4-iron.
Have you ever had to whack a dog?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yes.
And what, did they run away?
Yeah, I'll give them a good club. Yeah, and with my tuka I'll smack them. I actually physically punched a dog, which is kind of unusual for me because I'm a bit of a hippie. I'm a bit of a 60s boy, but yeah, I actually punched the dog in the face because that was the only way to get it to back off.
So it retreated?
Yeah.
And what was it doing?
Oh, it's just coming too close and gnarling, baring the teeth, not looking cool. Yeah, and I'm sure everyone can tell you a dog war story in this town.
At the rugby club rooms, a pig dog wanders up behind me, no owner in sight. It trots past our cameraman, over the field and up to a playground, where it encounters two mums and their 3 young children. The mums are cautious, putting a protective hand around a toddler or giving the dog a wide berth, before the animal wanders back in the direction it came from.
My neighbour, he carries a big tuku. I carry the 4-iron. He carries a big tuku. And because he takes his moko, but he puts his moko on his shoulders. One-on-one, fine. But, what if more than one dog came along and his moko fell off his shoulders and then he's got to fend off, just like the guy in Ahipara. You've got to look after your children first, don't you, before you try and look after the dog that you're walking. So you're in a bit of a dilemma there, aren't you? But he's the same, but he refuses to stop walking. He's one of the brave hearts, and I see him walking all the time, but he's ready.
Knowing that Tommy carries a golf club, I take along an old tennis racket.
Leave that for Wimbledon, good for a fly, but I don't know if you're going to spot much. Maybe a sausage dog or a little chihuahua, but you need something with a 4-iron's pretty good because it's got a lot of weight on the end.
He's not convinced and says even his 4-iron is only match for one dog at a time.
I'm good to go with one dog. It's when there's more than one dog. That's the problem. So, and I'm reasonably fit, even though I'm a koro. How does a little 4, 5, 6-year-old child fend themselves off against one dog, or a mother or an old queer, a grandmother? They've got no show.
Along the beach, where Tommy says the problem is particularly bad, we spot paw prints.
You can see, look, there's dog prints there. So if it's just one set of footprints, it's okay. But if you see more than a set of footprints, it's usually time to U-turn and go back and go home.
A few years ago, a resident was attacked and bitten by a dog while she was out walking and had to crawl to a neighbouring house for help. She didn't want to talk to Checkpoint, but Tommy says dogs are increasingly used as guards against crime. He says his moko are being held hostage in paradise.
How do your children get to school?
Like all the other kids, drive them. Our kids don't go to the local school, but even to the marae, which is 300 yards from our house, we drive them. They'd never walk from our place to the marae anymore.
At Te Puna School, Principal Neil Tauzi says wandering dogs sometimes appear in the playground.
Some of the children are terrified. I get a pad of tennis bat and a cone or something noisy, go out and give it a bit of a clatter and a bang and do my best impression to scare them off, and they usually take off with their tail between their legs.
He says hunting dogs are particularly intimidating for the children.
Some of the dogs that we see look more hunting doggish, and it can be quite intimidating for children. Some of them have had bad experiences with dogs. We've got a little boy at the moment who's absolutely terrified of dogs, so it is something that we're a little bit mindful of.
Over by the tennis courts, we see a wandering German shepherd, and opposite the chapel, a dog sits and watches us from afar. Tommy Wilson wants community support to change attitudes.
We as a community care, so let's not leave it up to the people who don't care. We care and we want to do something about it. So incentivise the good owners, and the good dogs win.